Greetings to all. My name is Paul John, and this is my e-record for the ninth C++ lab object-oriented C++ lab exercise. The exercise is based on the concept of friend functions. I've been asked to create a matrix class and create necessary functions, operator overloading to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and displaying of the matrices. And I am supposed to make these overloading functions as friend functions. So without further delay, let's move on to the code that I've created. This is a code I've created. Um, I've declared necessary header files, and then I've created a class called mat, and then I've declared a matrix mat of 5 comma 5, and I've declared the row and column, and then I made a constructor r of 0 and which initialized r as 0 and c as 0, and then there's a void display that the resultant matrix it counts it. Then there's a get data. The entire dimensions of the array, like it takes in the elements of the matrices, and then friend bool. Then there's a and I've created two functions to check the compatibility of the matrix. And I declared it as friend, and then I've declared three operator overloadings. That's for plus, minus, and the asterisk. That's for multiplication. And that's it. And then I define the check function. It checks whether the matrix is compatible for addition and subtraction, and if so, it returns one, else it returns 0. Now, then there's bool check one, which checks whether the matrix is compatible for multiplication. If so, it returns 1, else it returns 0. And then the plus operator is overloaded with return type of mat and arguments of mat m1 and mat m2. And mat temp, I have declared it if check of m1 comma m2 is true. In that case, I add the matrices and store it in temp.r temp.mat, and then I return temp. And then I check whether, and then I call them like I define the subtraction, like minus operator overloaded. It has return type of mat and arguments of mat m1 and mat m2, and then I've declared a mat temp again, and I check whether m1 and m2 is compatible. If so, that is, it returns 1. In that case, I use two for loops to subtract the matrix as usual, and then I return the value of temp. And then mat operator asterisk, that's for multiplication. And again I declare a temporary matrix, and then if check one of m1 comma m2, that is, I'm checking whether it's compatible for multiplication. If so, then I use two for loops to do temp.mat of I j equal to 0, and another for loop to do the multiplication. As you know, for multiplication we need three for loops. And then else, if this is not possible, then the matrix cannot be multiplied entirely. Return m tmp. Then int main. In int main, I ask the user to enter the details of first matrix stored in m1.getData, and then I ask the user to enter the details of second matrix, that's m2.getData, and then I initialize a for loop, that's I equal to 1, I greater than 0, I plus plus. That's like it goes infinite, but I have kept a break statement. And then cout enter like choice, 1 for addition, 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, 4 for display, and 5, that's exit. And if none of these is true, then invalid input. That's it, that's the end of the code. Let's try running it. Let me just maximize this. The details of the first matrix, let's give it as 2 and 2 elements. Let's just give 1, 2, 3 and 4. Details second matrix. Second matrix 4, 3, 2 and 1. Let's try displaying it first. There is no resultant matrix. The resultant matrix is empty. Now let's try adding it. Now let's try displaying it again. 5 5 5 5. And then let's try subtracting it. Let's try displaying it. It's minus 3, minus 1, 1 and 3. That's true. And then let's try multiplying it. 8 5 20 30. That's it. All my code is working perfectly. So thank you all for watching. This is Paul signing off. Hope to see you all again.